Let's talk about bold predictions for this year, since last year we had such an amazing year. So first, though, we're going to talk about driver with the most wins. Mr. Motley, I'll lead this one off. Driver with the most wins for me is the guy I think I had last year, if you want the truth, Kyle Larson. I'm saying 7 wins this year.
Well, I wish I could tell you I'm going out on a limb, but I'm also going Kyle Larson, but I only have 6 wins. So we have a little bit of, but that's not much difference. That's splitting hairs. But yeah, I like Kyle Larson. I just think the thing about Kyle Larson, he's good everywhere.
Well, Kyle Larson and if you look right now, just coming off the Chili Bowl, Kyle Larson's got his little race series. Kyle is doing the stuff that makes Kyle happy. And Kyle looks I think he's feeling good. I think he's ready to go. I think Hendrick, of course, is still the team to beat. So even though Penske wins the championships, Hendrick is absolutely, to me, the team to beat. And I think Kyle Larson winning 7 wins or 6 wins, both of us right there. So that's not a terrible one. Disappointing driver of the year, I've been kind of bad the last couple of years. So I'm going to let you lead off on the disappointing side.
Well, I hate to say this because I really like this guy, but the guy I'm really not expecting much out of this year is Alex Bowman. And the reason I say that is, they won that race in Chicago because everything kind of fell their way. And then they actually were doing okay in the playoffs. And remember, they got the big disqualification, knocked them out of the playoffs. And I don't know, it just seems like the other Hendrick cars are ahead of that team over there. And I like Alex. I really do. But
to me, the word disappointing is where
he made the playoffs last year.
But is it disappointing by a Hendrick standard or disappointing by the overall standard?
Maybe it's a Hendrick standard.
I think that's the problem we get with Alex Bowman. They've already talked about there's already rumors that he's going to be replaced at the end of the year. That's already starting.
And that can be both motivating and it can be debilitating. Exactly.
But it's like that's why I thought about Bowman. But then I said, man, I looked at his stats last year. He wasn't terrible. People made it out like he was awful. I'd kill for that disappointing season.
He really did have a little shot in the arm by getting that win in Chicago for a couple of months there. And again, that disqualification, and that wasn't his fault.
No,
that was just a death sentence to that team.
To me, and this has nothing to do. I know people are going to say when I say this, they're going to accuse me of certain things. Ross Chastain. To me, that Trackhouse team, an amazing freshman, and call it disappointing team. Trackhouse had that amazing freshman year, right? Ross Chastain came out, he won 4 wins that year or something like that, made it to the championship 4. Oh my God, we were talking about this meteoric rise of Trackhouse. Sophomore year?
Sophomore slump.
Sophomore slump. Do they come back with the junior comeback? I don't know. SVG, I think, like we've talked with the road course wins, I think that could be a big deal right there. But right now, they've been slowly slumping, and we didn't see them really turning that around. And I think people expect a lot. And I think now with 23-11 with a 4th team, with Spire, with Rodney Childers over there, some of the other changes, I'm a little nervous for the whole Trackhouse organization. So Ross is on that for me. Breakout driver, I'm kind of copping out on this one. Tyler Reddick.
See, to me, Tyler Reddick is
that a breakout?
There.
Does that not count?
I don't know. I don't know. But you're allowed to your opinion. I think he's kind of already arrived.
That's right. That's what I'm saying. Do I need to have a better pick? Because I have another pick for breakout.
Yeah, I mean, but it's up to you. If you want to go with Tyler Reddick, then you can go with but I don't know what defines breaking out for him. Does that mean he wins 6 or 7 races?
That's where I'm going is.
Is he in the final 4? Does that because if he wins a couple of races and makes it through one round of the playoffs and then gets eliminated, I don't call that breaking out.
See, and that's my thing is Tyler Reddick is a guy that we've talked about so much about, and he's winning races and he's been great, this and that. So I was worried about that. So I had a Josh Berry written like as a
that would definitely if he has a great year, that's definitely a breakout.
And a breakout for him would be 1-2 wins, and that's
making the playoffs and
exactly.
Absolutely.
But so I'm going to stick with the Reddick because even though it's kind of an asterisk type thing there with But Josh Berry was kind of my first choice. But I go, I really expect big things out of Reddick this year.
Well, my breakout driver, and I thought about this earlier this week. Okay. I did not come up with this morning or last night, but my breakout driver is Chase Briscoe. I think him going over to Joe Gibbs Racing, I think he is going to be a championship contender. I mean, I will not be shocked to see him go to Phoenix in the Final 4. I really, really think he has a chance to have a great, great year.
And I said that in the first segment. I said I expect big things out of Chase Briscoe, and I do. I absolutely do. That was an easy choice but I do think that Chase Briscoe is going to have a stellar year over there in that 19 car with that team. I think that's going to be pretty bad to the bone. Rookie of the year. Look, I'm going to say that I am not a normal member of the media. I am a man in Las Vegas that is born and raised here, that grew up with a certain young man's grandfather as one of my heroes and greatest friends, and his father is best friends with our family, and we've been around together. So if I did not say Riley Herbst, I believe I would be disowned and never be allowed to go buy gas at Turbo Herbst gas station again.
Well, I'm going to tell you, they'll take your money. Regardless.
Yeah, I think Troy would kick me out.
Troy will take your money.
He'll kick me out.
Now, I want to preface this. I'm with you. My heart is with Riley. I want Riley to win it. And I honestly think that when you add up the points at the end of the year, I think Riley is going to have more points. But the way that Rookie of the Year is calculated, it's not the
old way when I was
based on on the standings, not on the points. SVG is going to win a couple of races on road courses. I really do believe that. And I think it's going to be hard for Riley to get to victory lane unless, in the first year, unless he pulls off something at a Daytona or Talladega. Now, if that happens, then it's on. So I think my head says it's SVG because I think he's going to win a couple of road course races, and that is going to put him ahead of Riley in the standings to win Rookie of the Year, even though I don't think he will outpoint him.
Troy Herbst, that was Jeff Motley talking. Jeff Motley of the Las Vegas Motor Speedway.
But I think I explained myself.
Brendan Gaughan. Oh, they have your predictions up now, too, for you.
I'm rooting for Riley. I'm rooting for Riley.
Hey, guys, your two favorite hosts with the most, Brendan Gaughan.
And I'm Jeff Motley. Thanks for watching this clip of Gone Racin. Make sure you subscribe, leave a comment, and click on the link.
Guys, we film every Thursday live, 1:30 on the Gone Racin YouTube channel and SiriusXM satellite radio. Tune in, listen to us, have a great time watching.
All the links are below. Catch you next time.